You're never gonna get that untangled.
Live.
You don't have it in you.
I hope it's not in
You
me.
don't have it in you.
That would be really tangled with this tangled cord.
Yeah.
I'm untangling it, and 10 minutes later I stand up and I go, oh no.
How did it get in there?
It's through my pee hole and then through
out
my
ass. It's in my urethra, out my ass.
Yeah.
That
Just
would be
like Applebee's chili.
Do you like instead of tying a cherry stem in a knot, you should just put the mic cord up your ass and then poop it out straight.
That'd be pretty cool. You know, people are like, you got all these people who are like, oh, I can tie a cherry stem with my knot.
I can tie a cherry stem with my knots.
I make 2 knots. I use them.
I put
a cherry between 2 bunches of rope.
I can tie a cherry stem in my mouth while I'm suspended by ropes.
Yeah. David Blaine should be like, is that who does them? Yeah,
cherry
David
stems?
No, David Blaine.
I think that's just
His
girls
next
in
thing
bars
should
in
be
the
like-
80s.
The next thing should be like, I'm going to walk across the English Channel while tying a cherry stem in my mouth.
I've gotten across.
He sat atop the Empire State Building for 3 months, tying dozens of cherry stems. He was doing that thing where you unwrap a starburst.
Yeah, he was doing that too. He did a bunch of mouth stuff.
He had a pocket full of treats.
He had a whole bunch of mouth stuff going on.
Shell and peanut. That would be a tough guy.
A pistachio in your mouth?
You got a guy who, like, you're next to him at the bar, he just throws in a full, like, 2 peanut in the shell, crunch, spits out the shell somehow.
If you're at Logan's and you see someone doing that, you know that they've got
a horse out back.
They actually
rode in on.
They tied up to one of those fake little like horse tying
They got
stands.
around 100 head of cattle in the loads. That would be some tough
That
stuff.
would be great if you were just like driving around somewhere and you see like a bunch of cowboys and they're like they come up to you and he's like, dude, we are so lost.
We got lost, sir.
I'm afraid we've been lost for quite some time now. May I?
I was watching this Vice video about how they got to get all these horses in Virginia across some island. It's on the coast.
Yeah.
So these cowboys got to get these horses across the water.
Yeah.
And the cowboy, he's wearing a little hat. He's from Virginia, and it says "Saltwater Cowboy," and it's like, come on, you don't put that on your taxes.
No.
Also, how bad does their chili smell?
Jesus. We don't do chili, we do gumbo.
Yeah, only Virginia.
Well, you can talk like this in Virginia.
I moved up. I moved from a place without horses.
First I was a voodoo cowboy.
Voodoo cowboy.
That's a great. That's another good band name.
We should make a Vice video where I'm the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the cat cowboy of Germantown.
Well, what have you heard about wrangling cats?
I go right
have you
around.
ever heard that it's easy?
It's not. This 10-gallon hat, I throw it on top of the cats. I use it to pin them down.
Barrel.
That would be a smart move.
That would be smart. I don't think the cat would not be able to get out, but...
Man. When I do like Rover sometimes, because with the dog, it'll be like, a half-hour walk.
Yeah.
Or like a half-hour check-in. You don't gotta walk them, just like let them out for like a half hour or whatever.
Yeah.
But then people be like, half-hour cat.
I'm like, well...
I'm like, so after I walk in, put 2 scoops of food into a bowl and a little bit of water. Do you want me to just stand there for 28 minutes?
28 minutes is even... it's going to be like 29 and a half minutes. You're done.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Because you're the one paying me.
If they had a screen door, it would still be closing by the time you were done with your actual responsibilities.
Well, it's because the cat got out.
The cat did get out.
There's no cat in here.
You ever let a cat out?
No, but I have gone. There used to be this dog that I used to go like every week, and this dog would never let me walk it. It would just hide. It had an inside-outside door.
Yeah.
So it either, if it was inside, it would hide under this bed. And I could sort of get it out from under the bed. But part of that process would involve locking the dog door. And then at one point the dog would run out from under the bed and then slam into a locked dog door. And then while I was recovering from a doggy concussion, I'm putting on a little leash on him.
So you did walk him.
Sometimes, but then if he was outside when I got there, or if like when I opened the door he could get around me quick enough,
Yeah.
he would go under their back porch and I couldn't get him out.
You don't crawl under there, man. You don't have dedication,
dude. You know how weird I am. I went to so many lengths to try to get that dog out from under there. And I would text this girl updates, and I'd be like, "I'm gonna hose him out. I'm gonna flush it. Permission to flood your backyard, ma'am, so that I can give Scooter a walk."
Corporal, I have an idea.
No,
I want to flush him out.
I would just bang on the top of the porch. But then it's like, well, this dog's probably just scared.
I was going to say, this dog is already traumatized, clearly.
No, for like, it was the summer of COVID.
At a certain...
For
now
like
I
3
understand.
months, once a week, I would go over and just not interact with the dog for a half hour.
Well, would you even let it just hide under the porch? Like, try and get it
It'd be
at
high
least...
under the porch, and I would just like sort of hang out.
Yeah, at least get it outside.
Well, it would be outside. Half the time, it'd be waiting for me under the porch.
It knew you were coming.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good job.
Yeah. No, it was pretty sweet.
Get any reading done?
That girl, if I remember correctly from the things framed on her wall,
Yeah.
was a young conservative.
Nice.
A lot of Reagan, a lot of like Reagan as a
Framed
hot guy.
Reagan
a lot of,
pictures?
Like, Frame Time magazine. Reagan's running for governor,
Ugh.
looking sexy.
What?
It was weird.
Do you remember where she lives?
Yeah.
I'm going to see if she wants to hang out.
It's always fun, because I remember a bar area had like, thing people like, oh, I got my little bar cart thing.
Yeah.
And there's like, hey, there's a photo of like Mark Twain with a martini.
Yeah.
Hers was like, it was Kissinger.
Was it really?
I think one was Kissinger, and then there were like a few others that were like very silly. I was like, is that
George
Margaret
Bush
Thatcher
with a beer.
with a hot toddy?
George W. Bush with a beer.
Yeah, George W. Bush.
Cross-eyed, shirtless.
That photo of him and Ellen at the baseball game.
Yeah. A picture of George Bush giving Michelle Obama candy. That's on the candy dish.
That's a good photo.
That's next to the candy dish.
Here's that photo where she's sitting between him, because she sits between him and Obama.
Yeah.
And
Because she can't pick a man. She's
No,
like
but-
fucking Jada Pinkett.
No, because it's like there's protocol. So it's like first lady, president, first
Yeah.
lady. It's like that. So she's always next. Anytime Obama and George Bush are together,
Yeah.
she's in between them.
Yes.
So she's become friends with him. That's like a
Yes.
thing I remember talking about.
Yes.
But there's a photo of her where she's holding both Obama's hand and George Bush's hand, and both their hands are on each other's like laps because they're all sitting down. And if you just blur it, it looks like she's giving both of them hand jobs. And they're both smiling because Obama's like, my wife holding my hand. And then George Bush is smiling because he's like, I got a black friend.
Woo-wee!
And Michelle
got two
Obama's
of 'em.
smiling because she's like, they passed some bill or some shit. And so it's innocently happy.
Yeah. So innocent. He's multicultural. I don't know if it's a mariachi band. He's got that Mexican
You
guy
know who
that
does
hangs
his,
out.
you know who's his intro guy? I just did intro. I was pretending a guy holding a microphone.
Yeah,
But
but
then I
you're-
was too excited, so I was moving it in and out.
You were moving it in and
It
out.
looked like I just went, hey, you know those
Yeah.
intro guys?
Yeah.
And then mimed.
Yeah, those intro guys? Woo-wee!
Yeah.
Boy, howdy.
That's my new character I'm working on. It's
Guy who's blowing people all the time.
guy who doesn't know what cocaine is, but wants to fit in. Hey, I'll go to the bathroom too. And then he's touching his nose. I'll take a drink. Tapping his nose.
Yeah, I'll take a cocktail.
I would love to go home with her. They're like, what does that mean? Oh, I just thought this was the cool.
Isn't this what people say before they do cool stuff?
Yeah, you tap your
You
nose.
tap your nose before you do something cool.
You tap the side of your nose, and then it's the new like, what's up?
Yeah, you tap that and you put a little tone in your voice.
Yeah, you go like.
Because you've got a secret, because you're a badass.
You go, I'll have a Whopper Jr. I already had dinner. Tap your nose a few times.
Oh, you're
Harry
hungry.
tapped his nose and some phlegm went down his throat.
Yeah. It's like a pressure point.
Yeah.
Well, it's all the tubes are connected.
Yeah. What were we talking about before tapping nose?
Tubes.
You just always want to talk about tubes.
I like water slides.
This guy from right now. Dude,
Like water
last
slides.
week it was the
I like
channel.
hamsters.
What, water slides this week?
I like water slide. I should go to the water park. No, I was gonna say we, but I'm not. I don't want to take you.
What?
I want to go alone.
What water park are you going to? The big one?
I'm gonna take a trip.
Well, there's one across the river.
Oh, is there really?
There is really shitty, and it's like $6.
Yeah.
And you can come in and out all day.
Nice.
Which is they basically tell you that they're like,
Get drunk.
yeah, they're like, you
Get
can
drunk
come in
in
and
your
out
car.
all day. On your ticket, it says, in case you want to smoke weed in the parking lot. It says, free re-entry in case you want to do drugs.
In case you want to go fuck in your car.
In case you wanna,
And then wash up in the lazy river.
in case you want to hit a bowl and then eat some vodka watermelon.
And then head on in.
No, the watermelon will sober me up. It's food. And then I don't need to drink water. I got melon.
You got melon and the water.
No, when I went there, it was I was wearing real short shorts.
Yeah.
And I was just having fun. They were real short, but I was just having fun.
Nuts
no,
dangling,
that's not
maybe.
fully appropriate, but just very.
It doesn't sound appropriate.
People probably assumed I was European. And then at one point I'm going up the big tall slide. I'm so excited. I finally go there for the first time.
Yeah.
And then one of the like 19-year-old kids who works there, he's got a little walkie-talkie, and he goes, "Yeah, that guy just came off the slide."
They've been chatting.
Yeah, I've become a little urban legend in that day. All the employees. If you were just working at like a McDonald's next door on the same frequency with the headset, you'd be like, "God damn,
What does he look
some
like?
wild fucking guy."
What does he look like? And then you go over to McDonald's for a fillet of fish afterwards, and you walk in, and they're like, "Were you at the water park?"
And they walk in. They go, "His balls aren't hanging out," and they go, "Well, shrinkage."
Shrinkage.
That's the thing. You walk into a water park and you're like, "Oh my god, I can see that guy's whole dick sticking out of his pants." And it's like, just wait.
Just wait.
I'll get in the water. It'll be fine.
Just popping out of the bottom
my
of his
dick's
shorts.
popping out of my Speedo.
But
Yeah, because I'm on the beach.
Yeah.
I'm not in the water. Give me a sec.
give me a sec. Jesus, man. I know it's not a nude beach. It's not even a tip beach.
I don't go.
Just the tip.
Oh, just the tip.
You can
I think you meant like a tip beach, nude beach, just women though.
just women.
Some creepy guy rubbing his hands in his pocket.
The guy from The Voyeur.
Yeah. Man, that's a fun time. You ever been to a nude beach?
No. I've been naked on a beach.
Whoa. I'm gonna call the cops. How were you naked on a beach?
I took my clothes off.
Yeah, but like,
Very.
is it at night?
Yeah.
You're just telling me a story from when you were an infant? Well, I shit myself. My mom was changing
My
me.
mom was changing me.
It was easier to put on the suntan lotion.
Duh.
Newborn babies, guy. You can burn.
Get burned bad. Nah,
Sure, my dick was small, but I was at the beach.
it's when I was in Mexico, so you can kind of do whatever you want, anyways.
Oh, okay, that's different.
That's different, man. I'm surprised you ever wore clothes while you were down
Yeah,
there.
you can do whatever. I mean, you can't.
You can't, and you
It's
shouldn't.
so funny, the idea of like you can do whatever in other countries. It's like, well, no, most of them are more strict and in weirder ways.
Yeah, you're gonna break a law that you don't even understand.
What's gonna happen? They're gonna throw me in jail because I spit gum on the sidewalk in Singapore?
Maybe.
Yes.
If they catch you.
The odds of you. What a weird example. But yes,
Nailed it.
that is the exact type of law we're talking about. That would be awesome if people are like, everyone's like, "Oh man, Donald Trump, no." People are sorry. I keep thinking.
What's happening?
I keep thinking of different ways. This idea is gonna make my head explode. I'm just thinking of
I'm
different
getting
places
excited.
where that Michelle Obama double hand job would be taking place.
With Trump.
And it's very funny if it's with Trump and he's like, "No one gives me respect. No one shows me the respect I deserve. My predecessors are over there, both about to come."
They're both coming.
Or it's Biden and people are like, "Hey, the Sleepy Joe." Everyone's so bored during his presidency. Like giving each other hand jobs.
Nothing's even
And
happened.
meanwhile, the nation's on. The whole
The
nation
world is on fire.
On fire. That happened once. You remember? Did that blackout affect you? Ever get like a big blackout?
No.
Because in Ohio, the east, like New York to Ohio, like Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
there was a big blackout for like 2.5 days when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Did you still start getting nuts?
I ate some Triscuits with my neighbors.
It brings the community
really does
together.
Bring everyone together.
It brings
Also,
the
I learned some
community
wild
together.
stuff, like phone cords don't use electricity,
No, they use copper.
which is like,
It's
what?
powered by copper.
I think that's probably when I realized alien technology was in play in modern day life.
It wasn't when you heard about the pyramids.
No, that was also they're like, oh, and you can use the oven. And I'm like, the oven?
That's gas.
I know. That shit's when you're a kid. I mean, you're saying that now as if like you now are a peer of myself at 9 years old. You fucking idiot. No, a computer isn't on the same thing
Wow, you were dumb.
as a phone. Yeah. No, I was really worried because I was looking at porn.
When the power
When
went
the
out?
power went out, it was one of those moments where you're like, fuck.
When it comes back on.
When I come back on, it will be right in the middle of
Big cum
an
shot.
Alice in Chains video. And I ain't talking about Rooster.
Oh.
That's both a band and a porn person's name.
Alice in Chains.
Which one? I don't know which one.
The star.
I don't know. They're both.
The famous one.
Hey! More people. What's a band? Tame and Paula?
Yeah.
I'm Tammy and Paula.
I'm Tammy and Paula.
Tammy Impale Me. Not Tim the Impaler.
Tim the Impaler. You got there.
Yeah.
Tim the Impaler.
I'm Tim Impaler.
Tim Impaler.
Took my dad's first name for my porn name.
Impaler.
My dad's first name's not Impaler. Impaler Alton. That's my cousin who's a barbarian.
He's awesome.
He's cool.
He came real in handy in the blackout.
He brought in some really good meat to the barbecue.
Delicious stuff.
Slabs
Slab after slab of raw camel meat.
of human flesh. The tattoo sears in.
I bet it would be. If you had to eat a person, would you rather they have tattoos or no tattoos?
Would I know that I'm eating a person?
This is the most pointless question I've ever asked in my entire life.
I'm struggling to care enough to even like, not even to do a riff with it, but just be like, what would my answer be?
I'm going no tattoos. Maybe the ink is poisonous.
Yeah, the ink might be bad.
Ink
There's
might
a
be
horror
no good.
movie where they're being fed human flesh and they don't know it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, wait, this is our friend's tattoo. Ew, they gave a pig the same tattoo as our friend.
They gave a pig the same dumb tattoo as our
What kind
friend.
of sick shit is this?
Yeah.
What kind of mind games?
Why would you tattoo a pig or a cow? I don't even know what this is.
I don't know what this is. Delicious.
It is good. Bulgogi?
Bulgogi. What is bulgogi? Other than a fun thing to say.
That's all it is to me. It's like a Korean. I think it's Korean. Maybe it's
Bulgogi.
Vietnamese.
Well, no, like, what is it?
It's meat.
Oh, okay.
Meat.
It's meat.
They've got it at Arby's now.
Wouldn't that be awesome if there's a
I'm gonna go to
country
Arby's, order
that
their
was like,
bulgogi.
it was like they just had their own meat.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Uruguay meat. No one knows what it is, but it's awesome.
So good.
It's this meat they have in restaurants. Like, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Like, you find out, oh, it's just a deer they cure.
Yeah.
Or something like.
Everyone thinks it's human.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Everyone thinks it's human, and they don't do anything to stop people from thinking
Yeah,
that.
what are they eating over there? Bear?
What is it?
Oh, it is human. Oh, this is a bear restaurant.
Oh, bear at all?
Serving Oh, I see. I was wondering why it said serving human and fish and cows. Like, oh, you be fish and cows also eating at the restaurant?
Like they're allowed. Like you got a fish bowl. I can bring my fish bowl,
Yeah, I
and
was
you'll give me
wondering
some
why-
fish food.
Also, not to be weird, but the Bear Cafe, if I was a fish, I wouldn't want to eat at the Bear Cafe.
You think salmon and bears want to eat
Just a
together
bear politely waiting to maul you to death.
until you finished?
That'd be cool if animals were polite.
There's some polite animals.
Most polite animal, go.
Parrot.
Fuck. Sometimes I'll see like.
It's the only one who's like, I'll pick up a little bit of what you're putting down.
I'll talk.
You're doing a lot of this. Let me see if I can figure it out a little bit.
I'll help. Dead air.
I watched this video of this woman who's...
Why isn't there a parrot on like a talk show?
That's a good point.
Yeah, like just what's the worst that would happen? It would shit on Jimmy Fallon's desk.
Great.
Classic moment.
More of late night talk shows have a little bit of like a rainforest cafe vibe.
I'm surprised
Like
I'm surprised Craig Ferguson didn't have some animals around.
Yeah. Well, he had a horse.
Did he? Yeah, that wasn't a real horse.
What?
Was it a real horse? I never watched that show. I just know Craig Ferguson
It was on too late.
way,
You weren't up that late. You got a bedtime.
Colonialists know about like the Rocky Mountains, where it's just like some tall tale a man told someone, and then I heard repeated.
I heard he was Hitler once.
I heard he said we should leave Brittany alone.
Leave Brittany alone.
Not like the meme.
Not like the other. Not
he
like
made
the
a good
guy.
argument. What?
Not like the guy.
Not like what?
That guy's still famous, right?
Who?
Leave Brittany alone.
I think he's playing downtown right now.
Oh.
Britney Spears is coming to town. Don't leave me alone.
Don't leave me alone.
Come to the show. Otherwise, it'll just be me up there, Britney Spears.
And a snake.
And a snake.
I still got the snake.
I misunderstood that everyone was into Tiger King. So I just brought back all those tigers. And now I realize everyone hates it.
No one likes these tigers.
People hate these tigers.
I'm trying to piece that one together.
I think he's saying that, you know what I mean?
Why can't, I mean, wouldn't it be, listen, I don't want to, workshop
Well, I
his
guess
meme.
women don't have the option to dress, like, you can be 25 and be like, I'm going to have a big old beard. But women can't be like, I'm 25, I'm going to make my tits real saggy and get, like, a gray wig.
I'm going to weigh my tits down.
But gay guys can do it, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't need to say that part. I was kind of... In closing,
I've seen women do dress like old women now,
they do,
but they don't, they don't do it in the face.
but you don't see as
They
many
don't put
these
a bunch
days
of
going around
wrinkles.
with a big old lollipop.
Yeah, no, you don't. Those days are over.
Big old lollipop. Well, I mean, not for kids. That'd be a shame if it was. Some kids listening to Funny Dinner.
Do you think you ever had a lollipop?
Yeah, I actually did. 'Cause I remember, like, my parents would never spend money on shit.
Yeah.
But we'd go to, like, some fair type, like, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, we don't want to spend any money. Oh, these lollipops are, like, the cheapest thing. And my kid will have to hold it for, like, 5 hours. And sure, the sugar will make him crazy. But the crash will make him quiet.
And that's when we're headed home.
Yeah. No, I remember having a big old long unicorn one.
That's... Come on, man. That's what they bought you?
Big old long... No, I also remember having a big circle one.
Were they trying to sell you to Bubba Q?
I had a big circle one, too.
Big
No, I had a
unicorn,
classic circle
big
lolly.
stick unicorn lolly
I
that
had
you're
a
sucking on?
classic circle lolly.
Okay.
Although those, with my impatience, hard not to just take a bite.
Yeah.
And then people are like, what the
The fuck?
Is that Pac-Man on a stick?
You got Pac-Man on a stick?
Pac-Man on a stick.
Give me a Pac-Man on a stick.
You never had a big lolly?
I don't think I've ever had a big lolly.
You a big lolly?
I've had as a
Can
big...
we do a photo shoot where we get your hair and bit inside pigtails?
Sure.
Big old lolly.
Sure, I don't care. It's fine with me.
We'll call in my creepy old neighbor. Randy Cock.
That would be a good porn star name.
Randy
We've been going down this road a lot. Henry kissing him.
Henry Kissing. Well, Randy's funny because it's like, I think there's a guy who's named like Randy Spears.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Ari Spears.
Ari's trying, that's the play. He's hoping that people accidentally miss Google Ari Spears. No, you're Randy Spears, and you're like, oh, Spears, I guess, is like a funny thing. But then you're like, oh, Randy. I didn't even realize Randy.
Oh.
It's funny. That's great.
There's no other name that... are there a whole lot of other names that are also adjectives?
The ghost just tried to answer. The door.
Joy!
No, that's the other one.
That was the ghost. Thanks, ghost.
What else is there?
I don't think there is one. But we should think about it for
Karen?
30 more minutes.
I'm gonna Google this and see what Google. See if they even know how to process this.
Sherry?
Yeah.
That's not. I don't think
Names that are also words. No, man, specific
I'm
words.
specific. We're getting specific here.
Scarlet.
Scarlet?
Violet. I was
I
thinking
said
violet.
adjectives. I guess colors are adjectives.
Yeah, this is true. These are all just color names. They're all color names. They're all just like Pearl. I love this name. Coal but it's spelled Coal, which is like that's not
how you spell it. Come
unless
on.
someone fucked up. That's not somebody's name.
Is Randy on there, or should we get in touch with the writer?
Abel.
Hey, I'm gonna give him that one.
We're a duo. He's Will.
I'm Randy.
He's Will, which I know isn't a good porn name, but I'm Abel.
I think that it might be better for a sitcom. Randy and Abel.
Randy and Abel.
And they're like a handyman company.
And
he's always just trying to fuck the housewife, and Abel has to do all the work. And they're Randy and Abel.
I feel like whoever wrote this is bluffing.
I wrote Randy and Abel.
No,
Don't fucking steal my idea.
Whoever wrote baby.lovetoknow.com's baby names dash creative names that are also adjectives.
HTTP.
Whoever wrote this is crazy because it's like some of them are like, okay, yeah, Abel. Brave, I guess. Wilder? Are you thinking of the last name?
Are you thinking of Van Wilder? Also, Van.
The first name.
Why wouldn't you? If you are thinking of that, go with Van.
The first name Dapper.
That's not a thing.
The first name.
Are you thinking of Dapper Dan?
Oh, there's a good one. Ernest.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Ernest and Willing.
Abel and Ernest.
Abel and I keep getting Willing. One of these is Rowdy, which that's in quotations in Roddy Piper's name. that's not his name.
Yeah, they did some really weird Googling to make this list.
Oh, this Frank.
Hey, yeah.
Hey,
Frank and Abel.
It's funny that Frank is below gregarious, coy, just, valiant. Oh yeah, Frank.
After Valiant.
I love this one. I don't think you can name it this without getting sued. Chevron. Is that a fucking gas company?
You can't. That is not. Who the fuck?
It's my son Chevron.
My son Valero.
Wait, but Chevron's one of those things that isn't that like also another thing?
No, I think Chevron is just gas stations.
Oh, so it's
Yeah, no, Chevron's just gas stations, and I don't even think they're around anymore. I haven't seen a Chevron.
Oh no, a chevron is a line or a stripe in the shape of a V, especially on the sleeve of a uniform. I keep thinking of those lollipops.
I need a lolly.
On the sleeve of a... Well, I guess a unicorn could be in uniform. And he could have some sort of military rank.
Yeah.
Indicated by an upside-down V.
They give horses medals.
Yeah, they do.
Why can't a unicorn get one?
No, the women. The women.
The
women over at baby.lovetoknow.com. No, they got fun ones. You got Jazzy.
Okay.
Mary. I misread it.
Oh, Mary is a thing, yeah.
Blythe.
That's not a word. A name or an object.
It's a name, Blythe Danner.
Blythe?
You don't know Blythe Danner? Gwyneth Paltrow's mom? From
What?
Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers.
What?
And Little Fockers.
That's when Robert De Niro's a baby.
And older Fockers, and now they're just Fockers.
When is Robert De Niro going to play a baby?
I think he already has. Probably when he was a baby. He's been acting for years. I love this.
I want to see Robert De Niro in a diaper.
I love.
That's all I want.
I love this as some of the options for women's names. Foxy.
Yeah, you can't name your kid
And that's
Foxy.
right above Purity.
No.
This is the section we really need, though. Gender neutral baby names that are also adjectives. I like that they separated them.
Gender neutral.
Lyrical.
Okay.
Free.
Yeah.
None of these are names.
You never met a free?
I've never met. Oh, Ash.
Okay.
Oh, this one's great. Also, it's awesome that this is. I guess it is a woman's name, also.
Yeah.
But Dusty. How is that not some fucking old man's porn name?
Oh. Dusty. Dusty Johnson.
I'm working with Mr. Dusty. I don't know what's a guy
Mr.
working with Mr. Dusty. You're watching muscular, just average 30-year-old men get fucked by oldmen.com.
Just gay old men.
Dusty.
Real lemon party vibe.
Wiley.
Wiley, okay.
Lustrous.
That's not a name.
Bright.
Okay.
And then they just have a list of colors that people use. Which it's like, well, if you're opening that up, just put every color.
Every single color.
Is my son green?
Just... Here's magenta.
One of Adam Sandler's daughter's names is Sunny.
That's fine.
Mark Ruffalo's
And that's fine.
Mark Ruffalo's son's name is Keen.
I kind of like that.
I'm Keen Ruffalo.
I kind of like that, actually.
That is so cool.
I didn't say it was cool. It's very lame. He's going to get beat up a lot. I think it's cool, though.
This is a great unusual adjectives. I want to write for lovetoknow.com.
I think you should.
Unusual adjectives. These uncommon adjectives are rarely used in day-to-day speech.
Okay.
Their beauty and mystery make for excellent and unique name choices. So this section is literally just, here's some words everyone kind of forgot about.
You could name your kid after him.
Kid. Comely.
Comely?
Adroit. Luminous.
Adroit Alton?
They think people don't know the word luminous?
It's, I think it's fallen out of favor recently.
Also, you think Weezer fans aren't going to bully your little kid Adroit? They look undernourished. You got a maladroit over there. This one I don't know. Sherry. C-H-A-R-Y.
I said Sherry.
What does it mean?
It's like when you give something away, you're being Sherry.
No, this is C-H-A-R-Y.
Are you spelling cherry?
I think they misspelled cherry.
For a second, I thought you really were just spelling cherry. I was like, are you okay?
When was this article published? They don't have it. They don't tell us.
It just disappeared.
They tell us who published it, but not when.
Well, that's because it's timeless.
50 plus incredible summer activities for kids.
With this name.
100 fun activities for couples.
Fuck.
We should do some of these. Do you want to book a private chef to come to your home and teach you how to prepare a special meal?
Sure.
Number 2, go on your yacht.
Fly.
I love this one. This is a fun, simple thing you and your partner can do. Plant and tend a vegetable garden.
Simple, not time consuming. You knock that out in a day.
I want to write this and just put like basketball question mark. You can see whose fingers are longer. I bet
foosball?
Foosball, anyone? When's the last time you did the thing where you eat a spoonful of cinnamon?
Ice bucket challenge.
Bring it back. Maybe do that thing where you fold a paper in half. One of you draws the top.
Try and figure out what color the dress is.
Hey. Alphabetize anything. Purchase season tickets to a theme park or water park that's within an hour or two of your house, comma, then visit time and time again.
And never go. But no, you could.
Someone's just like, I did part 1, now what?
Now what do I do?
Oh, we gotta go.
Shit.
Retail therapy for couples. Are you both early risers? Spend Saturday mornings in search of the best yard sales in town.
Hey, that sounds
None
fun.
of the other ones specified. It's not like it was like, are neither of you afraid of buses? Then take a bus or trolley to downtown. You should, if you're going to put a little asterisk.
A lot. Can you all of you swim?
Visit
Well, then go to a water park.
Yeah. Visit open houses. What if I'm banned? I'm legally not allowed to look at unoccupied homes.
Go to open houses.
That was one. That's something I've done for fun.
No, yeah.
You ever do that?
No.
I never know whether to go, because my thing is you should go in and just be like, oh, I'm not going to buy, I don't have any money.
I'm broke.
So you can ignore me.
But I'm going to poke around.
Just sell to other people. Because otherwise you're like, I'm just looking around, and they're like, yeah, you know, I mean, we're all looking around.
We're all looking around.
Place to live. This could be your place. And I'm like, no, seriously.
I'm just looking.
I have $12 in my bank account.
And I pumped gas on the way here. I might be overdrawn.
If you asked me to pay for that handful of popcorn I just took, I would need to spit it back. That's great because you go to open houses and they're like, hey, everybody gets a Snickers bar.
Yeah. And then you come in.
And then
you go
all
out.
the people actually looking at the homes are like, I don't need a fucking Snickers. I'm trying to spend $120,000 on my future.
Yeah, I can afford a candy
and then
bar.
I come in just going, I just want to see what the basement's like on this place. Because the guy who used to live here was always going down there. Ooh, Snickers.
Ooh,
Can I have
treat.
yours?
You don't want one? I'll take 2.
I just stand there going, did those people take one?
No, I'll take
theirs?
4.
No, but then my girlfriend at the time I used to do it with was like, no, don't tell them that, because then it's like,
they're not going to take us seriously.
yeah,
About this house we're not going to
yeah.
buy.
I was like, what is the down? She's like, they'll be insulted.
Like, why?
And she's like, are you going to buy this house? I don't know. Like, what
They'll be insulted. It's not like they walk up and they're like, so are you?
It's not like they only let people who are going to buy the house look at it.
It's open.
It's an open house.
You're going to get some looky-loos.
You think
It's not like they're like, are you maybe interested in buying? And you're like, fuck no, this place sucks. What are they going to be insulted by?
You think immigrants are ever confused?
They just come in.
They're like, open house.
What?
They're just planting on the couch. Like, hell yeah.
Oh. You can't risk sitting
We
on
should
it.
do an episode from inside an open house. Just go into the kid's bedroom.
Close the door.
Don't even close
And
it.
anyone who comes in, don't close it.
Don't even close it.
We'll do it in the attic.
Hey, see, this place could be a podcast room. We're helping you out. Like, this is the kitchen.
You could do podcasts anywhere. That's the beauty.
This is the beauty of podcast.
It's the beauty of
You
podcasts.
sell your thing, I'll sell my thing.
What are you selling?
Fuck you. Why didn't you have any more Snickers? I'm so hungry.
Oh. You think I could con people into telling them that I'm a podcast producer and bring the board over?
Oh, definitely. I just want it.
$50 an hour.
You know, Snickers, their whole thing now is like, oh, are you hungry? Have like it's like, we're food. You can eat us.
I've never thought about that.
No, but that is their whole ad campaign. Is like,
Hungry?
hungry?
Eat food.
Have candy as food.
That sounds it's so crazy.
No, but it's like, that's not candy's supposed to be a dessert.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be a meal. Although like Snickers in a tough spot.
That's their whole ad campaign.
I know, and there's a good reason
And
for
that's
it.
why I think we need to pitch Three Musketeers. It's a salad. It's like a fucking salad.
On a diet? Three Musketeers.
Looking to get some green lettuce in you? Three Musketeers.
York peppermint peppermint.
Mint.
Peppermint.
No, I got all kinds of stuff on my brain.
Okay.
That's it. That's how it was ending.
I mean, a Snickers does satisfy.
It's nice.
An Almond Joy. If you're a little hungry, you just want a little treat.
Almond Joys are nice.
I love an
Why
Almond Joy.
don't you just eat nuts? Why don't you eat nuts? Why don't you go put a full peanut in your mouth? Try to chew it.
You bitch.
I always was confused because they'd be like, "Oh, it's salted peanuts," and I'd be like, "So you salted a bunch of shells that I now open, like
throw away?"
So I would lick the outside of the shell.
That's what you're supposed to
open
do.
It.
It's like tequila.
That's insane, though. Is that really what you're supposed to do?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I guess maybe you can.
That is what I do.
I'm sure the CEO of some peanut company does that.
Is the reason I'm not successful in life because I have a bunch of peanut dirt in my brain from my youth?
You got peanut dirt.
Licking dirt. How would they have cleaned the shell?
Yeah, how do you can't
like what the fuck?
You can't clean a nut.
Yeah.
Well, nuts are different before they get cooked, you know.
They cook those peanuts?
Yeah. You don't want a raw peanut, baby.
What's a raw peanut like?
Hard.
Oh, damn. Because the regular ones are so soft.
But then they go too far. They boil them, and then they're soft, and that's no
they're
good.
soft again.
That's no
Young
good.
Jeezy said they taste like paper.
But that might be a good thing.
Yeah, I was about to say he said it in a positive way. It tastes like paper.
Although boiled peanuts, very poor person food. It does not taste like paper. You ever had a boiled peanut?
No.
They're disgusting.
I don't know why I got angry. No.
I knew this guy who was from Georgia, and can you believe it? And
wow.
I was shitting on boiled
peanuts. Georgia? You're crazy. What are you going to tell me next?
I was shitting on boiled peanuts.
You ate some corn in Iowa? What the fuck? You're crazy.
What? No, and he was like, "Nah, man, they do it different in Georgia." I'm like, "How?"
They do it different. It's like Uruguayan meat. You gotta get it there.
Is it like how when they say pizza in New York, like it's the water? That's what makes it so much better. It's the water.
They say about the pizza?
Yeah.
I heard about the bagels.
You ever heard that? I think it's the pizza and the bagels.
Well, I guess it's anything with water in it.
Anything with dough.
That's why our flowers are so pretty.
We got the best flowers in the world.
The water that we put in. Did you ever watch that show, The Bear? Did you ever watch that new thing?
That thing that's been out for a week?
It just exists?
Yeah. No, I haven't watched it yet.
It's not good.
I love that guy.
What else is he in?
He's on Shameless.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's cool. He's in The Dropout also. No,
is he really?
Yeah, the other guy. There's a scene in the first movie.
You need to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
He needs money, so he trades a bunch of vintage denim jeans.
I saw that was in a trailer. It was so stupid.
That never comes up again in the whole.
Well, how would it come up again?
Well, they need money other times, and it's never like perfect. I got a stash of vintage.
I got jeans.
He's a chauffeur. You know what I mean? I love cooking. Vintage jeans in Chicago.
I'm a cool guy.
I
got meat.
I got tattoos. I got vintage jeans. I got so many vintage jeans. I keep them in my oven. I gotta keep them. I love cooking.
And so I do a lot of moving. It's like Tetris.
So it's like you gotta figure a guy who loves cooking as much as me. To keep jeans in an oven? I must have a lot of vintage jeans.
I got a lot of vintage jeans.
This is definitely going to come up again in the next 7 episodes.
There's so much more time for us to bring up my vintage jean collection again. We're going to do a thing about vintage jeans every episode.
It's like, what writer got fired after the first episode? It was like,
just walking around in his jeans.
It's like, no, this is a big part of the show.
He's in his thing. They walk in.
Hey, if I'm leaving, my storyline leaves with me.
Okay.
You think
He's in his office.
You think Props has this many vintage jeans?
Yeah, he's in his office.
I'm using my own.
He's in his office just packing up all his stacks of vintage jeans, just crying.
Because I was watching it and I love fashion.
Puts an Emmy on top of his...
I love fashion. So I was like, the Beast. Oh, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be about
the bear.
This is going to be about the vintage jeans industry. And the next episode, the guy's wearing fucking Adidas track pants.
What the hell are those? Are those vintage?
Those look dirty.
You're not washing your vintage Adidas?
You gotta wash your vintage jeans. No, my girlfriend didn't understand when he was selling vintage jeans illegally on the streets.
I don't think it's illegal. It's not illegal.
There's a part where the guy goes, "This isn't even real copper." And he goes, "You idiot, that's because these were made during the war. All the copper was going to the war. They just painted them over." And he's like, "All right." And my girlfriend
I buy it.
And then later I was making fun of vintage jeans.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I thought he was selling drugs." But I was like, "No, he said that thing about copper." And she's like, "Yeah, I didn't know what that was." Which is great because it's like already a show where it's like if you don't work in a restaurant, you got a lot of lingo.
You got some catching up to do.
You got some lingo to learn. But it's like, man, I don't know what jeans are and I don't work in a restaurant.
What could behind possibly mean?
Corner.
What's that all
about? Are they
about?
Gonna corner this chef and beat him up?
I hope not. I like this guy.
Corner.
I'm a big Jeremy Allen White fan.
Behind. Oh, that's the guy from Shameless?
Yeah.
Oh.
Lip Gallagher.
Oh, he's like a kid.
He started out as a kid. That show was on for 12 years.
Really?
Just like every Showtime show.
Never mind. That is the guy. He did not play John Carreyrou
No.
in The Dropout. No, man, that show, it's very silly because they're like, we're a small restaurant, dine-in only, mostly sandwiches. We're open 3 to 10 p.m. All right, we have shift meal. We have 12 cooks. 3 of them used to work for Michelin restaurants. I don't know if we can handle to-go orders. That's like a 3-episode story arc. It's like, I don't know if we can handle to-go orders.
Yeah, they're making
it's like, you guys have fucking family meal. Like, literally, one of the chefs is like, I'll make family meal.
Yeah.
You guys want a salad along with the beef consomme? For family meal in our downtown Chicago restaurant, funded by my vintage jeans.
Funded by my vintage jean collection. Funded by my World War II jeans.
World War II jeans. I keep them toasted.
Although at my Sloppy Joe restaurant, we will have chili dogs. Because Sloppy Joe with Sloppy
That's
Joe
not
on
really
top.
that impressive.
Sloppy Joe on top.
That's not chili though.
Hey, it's my
sloppy
twist.
dog. You have to say you gotta call it like a sloppy dog.
Sloppy dog.
Messy dog.
A messy boy.
Get the towel. That's the full name of the item. Get the towel. We got a messy dog. Get a towel and keep him outside for a sec. We got a messy dog.
Tie this messy dog up outside.
Get the hose, baby. We got a messy dog.
They're like flipping the menu on the other side. Undo the fire hydrant and get this boy wet. He gonna be messy.
They're reading it and the server's writing it down and nodding the whole time, like as if they themselves need all of the words written down.
I will take the get a towel. A messy boy is about to eat a sloppy dog. Tie this boy up outside. He's gonna get sloppy. Hose him down, undo the fire hydrant, and get this boy wet.
My pen's not working. I'm sorry. What was the...
What'd you say? Fine. But then the guy who works there, my friend also got the wings. And the guy came out and was like, "You like the wings?" And we were both like, "Yeah, they're good." And he's like, "Yeah, I used to work at this I used to work at this restaurant and I just stole most of their recipes."
Oh, that's awesome. Did he say what restaurant?
No, he didn't say. He said it's some restaurant that was like around the corner.
That's awesome.
He's like, "I used to work there and I just took up all their recipes for all the wing sauces."
That's a smart move.
I think it's a weird thing to brag about to customers.
Oh, it's very weird. Well, that Freddy's place, that fast food place that's popping up.
Haven't heard of this
Place called Freddy's.
Haven't heard of this joint.
But they pop up, and that's there. You go in, and you're like, what's here? And then the 17-year-old working goes, "Well, have you ever had In-N-Out?" Or steak. Our fries are steak and shake. This burger's like a steak and shake burger. This one's like an In-N-Out burger. This one is some other fucking
I
thing.
like it. They're living the dream that we both had as children.
No, I know. They pop up in. I always see them in small towns. Like they won't be in Indianapolis, but they'll be in like Muncie. In Columbus, Indiana. So then you're just driving through and you go, this looks like some weird local. No, this is pretty nice for a local place. I'll definitely stop there.
Wow.
And then you do that like 3 times in different states, and then suddenly you're like, wait, what the?
That's a very successful small local chain.
How is there a local chain? How is?
They just only open up in small towns.
It's like they figured out every town that's about to get a Walmart.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll go there.
Muncie's had a Walmart.
Muncie does.
Muncie's been done had a Walmart, all right?
You're right. Target.
Staples.
For a while in Tupelo, my friend, he would post a lot of memes about it.
Yeah.
Because he ran like a Tupelo, Mississippi meme page. And he would post a bunch of memes about how we're never with the vibe of, anyone who says we're getting a Target's crazy. And so many people would like it and then argue in the comments.
No, it's coming.
And I was like, man, that is like the hottest topic in Tupelo.
Oh my god.
It's just being like, oh yeah, we're for sure getting a Target.
What does Tupelo have culturally?
You just show it's some guy.
Just show up.
Just some guy bent over with his ass cheeks spread open.
Yeah.
And then an arrow pointing to his anus, and it says the location of the new Target in Tupelo. That'd be a meme.
Okay.
That's way too dirty for people in Tupelo.
Way too dirty
or
for those.
Facebook.
Yeah. What does Tupelo have culturally? They got a nice main street.
It's all right.
You know?
It's one of those main streets where you're like, my show's in 6 hours. I'll walk around town. All right, well, I'm done. My show is in 5 hours and 55 minutes. No, it's cool. Tupelo's all right. It is a small town. It's not doing too well. I'm just writing new bits about how Elvis was too dumb to know that racism existed.
Yeah.
And they're like, he was so brave to combining black and white music. It's like, he was literally too dumb to be like, oh, I shouldn't do that. Everyone will get mad if I do that.
I shouldn't steal.
Yeah. Like, he didn't know he was doing sexy dance. In his mind, he's like, I'm doing the pinball dance.
I'm trying to hit a pinball.
It's like you get a tilt on the pinball machine.
Tilt, no tilt. No tilt.
That's a line in the biz I say. If he was a 90s kid, he would have just been doing Suck It in church.
Wouldn't even know it was wrong.
Yeah,
he'd just do it right to the pastor.
Yeah, he'd be like, hey, look at my pants.
Look at my cool pants.
Cool pants.
Look at my vintage jeans, Pastor Dave.
Look at my vintage jeans, Pastor. That'd be fun. You ever have? Because you probably had sex with a coworker from a restaurant.
I haven't actually.
Oh, okay.
I've never dipped my pen in the company ink.
Ew. Somebody just works at the big corporation, and then like there's a new guy, and some girl's like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then the boss is like, hey, don't tip your pen in the company ink.
So do I have to buy Sharpies?
Just later see them fucking. I didn't know what you meant.
What?
We work at an ink pen company.
You really didn't think that might confuse me. I thought you just wanted me to bring in my own pens.
Then later that girl's just shitting on the lunch table. And they're like, she's like, oh, so this one's literal. So this one's both a metaphor and literal.
Okay, whatever.
See, that was better than the dumb thing that I initially thought of, which is you say you heard sex delay from work. Behind. Goodbye. Coming around the corner.
I was about to say, I don't know what that would even mean.
Do a little reach around.
Oh, okay.
Come around the corner.
Yeah. Corner.
Hot. You're carrying him around and you say hot.
Hot.
You carry him around the corner.
That's funny.
It's an orgy at work.
You're carrying her.
Multiple people.
Yeah.
are having sex while holding a person.
Yeah.
And running around, do that fun little thing, running around, and
they're racing.
Yeah. So the first two people is a corner. The next guy goes, yeah, corner. And then the third person goes, hot corner. And then the lady and him look at each other's eyes, and she's like, thanks for saying that.
Thank you. That's so cute. You really made this orgy feel a little more like regular human sex.
Yeah. Anyways, let's clean up the Applebee's. Thank God there are all these paddles around. The Applebee's does have a lot of paddles.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Decor.
Yeah.
This guy spanked my ass with a snowshoe.
It's a sexy place. It's ready for orgies.
I came all over this picture of a 1992 T-ball team.
I was trying so hard to find something for Sharp, but I just couldn't do it.
Oh, a Sharp one?
Yeah.
Sharp.
Yeah.
See, I always worked in shitty restaurants where people didn't even speak English.
Yeah.
It's always great when you're like, it's like your fifth restaurant job. And you're like, what the fuck is corner? I think you're an idiot.
It's like, why do you keep saying corner? It's like, so you don't run into people. It's like, so why can't you just run into them?
You gotta understand. The last place I worked, there were like 10 languages at play.
I was gonna have to get like 18 different something to English dictionaries.
You gotta say corner in Korean because that's what you'll need for me to say it to the Korean guy in English, and then for him to say it to the Vietnamese guy who only speaks Korean and Vietnamese.
And then the Mexican guy.
He's just dancing the whole time.
He's just drunk and dancing. He thinks he's gonna be on America's Got Talent.
Superstar. I did work with a guy like that. He was great.
What? He just danced all the time?
He would like sing, and it was like that thing where he was like, "You don't have a talent. You're just like you're just like gregarious and like." I don't think they're gonna hire a Guatemalan guy who doesn't really speak English to be the next like Ryan Seacrest type guy.
Like maybe if you went back to Guatemala.
Yeah, he was just like charismatic, and like he wouldn't like he'd be like, I sing, but he'd be like sing, and he'd just be like, hey Dan, like he like wouldn't like sing, he'd just like do a little like ditty.
Hey Dan, I sing for you. I sing the songs.
I am the hot water man. He's like holding the hot water. No, that's not. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna get on the Tonight Show.
You put your right foot in.
He was cool, man. I wonder what happened to that guy.
He's back in Guatemala.
He's the guy.
He's on TV. I'd like to go on a Giro's journey.
That would. Be
I want a
cool.
Giro.
Okay.
Giro. How do you say it?
Euro.
Euro.
My dad, he
Euro's journey.
overpronounces stuff because he's like crazy.
Yeah. Salsa.
No, I wish. No, he just does like Polish things.
Oh, okay.
And I think he thinks Euro is Polish. I'm now realizing he only does with Polish things and Euros. Because it'll be like pierogies, and you're like, that's
not even
I don't
right.
think the correct way is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm thinking Poland, they do an impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger every time they eat a classic street food.
Oh, man.
They'd be like, pierogies. No, but then you'd be like Euro, and then you'd be like, Euro. You're like, what the fuck? Did a swarm of flies go in your throat? Did that bug from the fucking Mummy
get in your fucking throat?
Go down your mouth as you're about to offer me a nice lamb?
Man, that is great. What a beautiful man.
No, Euros are great. I didn't eat them as a kid a lot because I was like, that's that weird shit that my dad says, like an insane person. And then I got older, I was like, oh, it's one of the best foods.
It's so good.
You get best. I would put it, for me personally, to eat top 5.
Yeah, it's up there for sure.
It's up there.
Italian beef.
Italian beef.
Dipped wet.
Dipped wet, sweet. It'd be weird if they dipped it and it wasn't wet. What would you dip it in? Salt, dry ice, dip the sandwich and fucking. A dehumidifier?
We dipped it in a...
No, that's a good. What are some of your favorite foods?
Oh, I don't know. I would just eat pasta forever. If it
I
was
used
up
to work
me.
at this Euro place where
I've been to that Euro place.
it was a good place,
It was a good Euro.
and I would get I would
Good place, good Euro.
good place, good.
That man seemed like a good man as well.
Oh, he was a great man. He was a great man. He was so great that when I worked there, he never told me he had any issue with anything.
Yeah.
And then after I stopped working there, I found out that he changed the policy for all future employees.
What was it?
Well, I was a delivery driver, and I had this weird deal with him in the summer because he was like, we don't have enough deliveries to like justify a driver.
Yeah.
Because it's so like sporadic.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, why don't you just call me every time you have a delivery? Because I live like 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
And then you don't have a delivery. And then I was like, and I'll just get the tip and like the payment for each delivery.
Yeah.
And then I'll get a free euro every day.
Yeah.
And he was like, perfect.
Yeah.
So that's why I would like I didn't even have a delivery, so I just get a free euro.
Yeah.
And I would put all these free toppings on it.
Yeah.
And then later I came back to do a show once, and someone's like, I have your old job. And I was like, hell yeah, get that euro, get all that stuff on it. And they were like, describe the euro I'd get. And they go, yeah, no, we can't get toppings because of you.
You ruined it. You went too hog wild.
I would go so hog wild that they had like pickled carrots.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, I'll put a bunch of pickled carrots on the side. And then I said like a side of carrots. how I like if I somehow would like had my life now and worked there still,
Yeah.
I would be like bringing home ingredients to cook. Like so it'd be like the equivalent if I was
I
like
would be bringing like a whole lamb home.
yeah, I'll bring a cup of jalapenos in case I want to make nachos separately. Those are the days, man.
What were you throwing on there? Everything. But what's everything?
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Feta.
Feta.
Probably some like onion.
Okay.
Tomato.
All right. This isn't sounding that different from a normal gyro so
Probably
far.
some black olives.
Okay.
Jalapenos. Pickled carrots.
Okay.
What else?
Pickled onions? They got pickled onions at a gyro place.
Yeah, probably pickled onions.
Yeah.
It's probably some lettuce. That was the big.
that was what put it over the edge.
Crossing the line.
That's correct.
I mean, that's a lot, man. Because typical gyro, you just got the meat, the sauce, onion, tomato, maybe some lettuce.
Maybe usually, I think lettuce is a little more traditional.
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 It should be specified that the man running this gyro restaurant is also somehow a Mexican man. All food in this episode is made by Mexican immigrants. Well, he was a Mexican man who met a Middle Eastern woman, and then she was like, "Oh, I wish there was like a good Middle Eastern restaurant here." And then he was like, "Hey, if I make one, will you like marry me?" And then we can like run it.
I still love that. I think about that.
I think about that story.
I think about that story all the time. No, I was thinking the other day about that story of that. What's that place called? Dats. Where the guy was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. You can open it. Just don't call it the same thing."
Yeah, the guy.
Just change it.
Yeah, business. His buddy wanted a franchise about 45 miles south, which is such a small distance away.
Well, yeah, but it's a whole new market.
It's true. It's such a small distance for someone. So then this guy was like, I don't want to franchise it. You just steal the idea and slightly change the name.
There's no way that he meant change the first letter.
Change the first letter of a 4-letter name. No, I mean that is so funny, and it's great because now Yats has expanded past that place.
Yeah,
so it's like it's one in the sea. It'd be like if McDowell's was real.
Just a bunch of Yats everywhere.
That'd
Overrated, by the way.
It's fine.
It's just fucking like rice and shit.
Well, you get stuff on top. Did they not give you the stuff?
They just gave me white rice.
Subway sucks. It's just a fucking bread.
It's just fucking bread. No, I can't remember what I've got.
It's a bread, and then they ask you questions.
I don't want to get a fucking quiz.
I had my
I'm
headphones
hungry.
on the whole time. I was just saying no.
No.
I remember Happy Gilmore, I think, was like, he advertised Subway in the movie.
Good.
And they make it look like it's like a small, like,
Little sub shop.
we're trying, man.
Little sub shop.
Oh, I guess they're in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
So they gotta be big
Yeah.
to be in a failing comedian's second chance at a movie.
And it worked.
It did work.
It worked fantastic for them.
It is funny to think of Billy Madison as like being a failure.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's not like it's a good movie or whatever. Like, that's
Yeah.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
But just the idea of like, this movie didn't work. God damn it. We had different expectations for Adam Sandler going back to school.
The back to school is such a rich tradition.
I know. We thought that this random sketch actor from SNL, starring in his first movie,
As a
where he-
mentally challenged man
Back to
hanging out with
school.
children, pissing his pants.
I thought for sure that was gonna do numbers.
that seems like a smash hit.
But you know what? Disappointing. Let's do the logical next thing. Golf film.
Starring a hockey player, two of
Hey.
America's favorite sports.
Hell, everyone loves golf, hockey, old people.
What's in the movie? It's in the movie. Golf, hockey, capers.
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker.
The mom from Modern Family. Hey, put tits on Henry Winkler's head or whatever the fuck.
Hey, they did have tits on his head.
That was somebody else's head.
It was somebody. It was Henry
I think
Winkler.
it was Kevin Nealon's head.
I hope so. He deserves that.
It's just funny.
That's a good role for him.
Yeah, Neal popping up and everything. He's like, can I have a banjo on weeds? Can I have tits on my head and a little Nicky?
Yeah, Kevin Nealon always has demands.
I like having stuff.
I like stuff.
I keep thinking, because I had man boobs as a child. And now.
What?
No,
How'd you get child man boobs?
Yeah, I had man boobs as a boy. So it was like really
So
confusing.
you just grew into them.
Yeah. No, but you think, like, because everyone's all about, like, gender bending.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I mean? You're a fellow with long hair. Ladies are probably like, ooh, I'll put him in a blouse. Give him a guitar. And go see him a pitchfork. But with all that type of vibe going on, and
Yeah.
you think man boobs
Would be
would become like,
the next hot thing.
yeah. Everyone's all psyched with, like, chicks with dicks.
Yeah.
Where's fellas with tits?
Fellas with tits.
What's better than that?
It's the best of both worlds.
Because you're a lady, you're a bisexual woman, and
Yeah.
you're like, well, I do like penis, but I love sucking tits.
I love sucking on titties.
Yeah.
Give me a man with some man boobs
A
to
big
suck
old
on.
man, I can suck on tits.
Titty fuck on man tits.
That's what bisexual women love in a woman.
I want to
The
pay you.
tits. Yeah, Mom, I went to the punk show. Everyone's pegging.
What?
That's like pogoing. Someone out there should make Hank Hill getting fucked in the ass with a strap on,
Jesus.
and it says it's pegging Hill. It's peg me Hill.
Hill.
And you put that on Instagram with a name that says like the official police Wendy's department.
The official Wendy's
The official Wendy's
ass eating
69.
69 customer service
You'll
HR
have 80,000 followers
in a
by
day
tomorrow.
from Pegging Hill.
Pegging Hill. I'm always so impressed by those things.
Pegging.
No, like meme pages.
Pegging and pegging accessories.
Like, because it's one thing, because you and I get up there and go, I'm going to talk, I got stuff. I'll
Yeah.
talk into a microphone.
Yeah.
And that's bold. That's a bold move.
Yeah.
But I don't have at all the bravery to be like, I'm going to make a page of memes.
Yeah. That's
I'm going to just be photoshopping. People are going to love it.
that takes a lot of self-confidence.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of self-confidence
To
be
sit
like,
there and be
I
like,
think I would be really good at collages.
yeah. To be there and like editing Peggy Hill onto it. You gotta find another thing.
You gotta find a picture of Hank kind of bent
Yeah,
over.
that's easy.
You've got to be like, what was the episode where he has the tiny butt?
Hank bent over fixing Buck Strickland's ex-wife's water heater.
There you go.
Because he's bent over sexy.
Yeah, and she grabs his ass.
She grabs his ass.
And pegs him.
Peggy told me you like to get fucked in here.
And she told everybody. She told everyone at the Boggle tournament.
I'm pretty sure I'm Kathy Bates.
I think I'm Kathy Bates.
I think my character was Kathy Bates.
And I'm going to fuck you.
And Hank Hill's bent over fixing my...
He's too seductive.
He's too seductive. I'm trying to be all wordy because I watched Lewis and Clark by Ken Burns.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is there's a song in it.
I watched Lois and Clark.
Yeah, Ken Burns isn't in though. It'd be weird if he was. I just play someone else. Hey, he's a journalist. He could be at the.
He could be there. He could be at the Daily Planet. Yeah, the Daily Bugle.
The name I totally knew without you saying.
The Daily Bugle.
The Daily Bugle.
I think that's the Spider-Man one.
There's a moment in the Bears show where they're like, some food writer says something, and they're like, well, you're the one who blew a guy over at the Telegraph. They say that to somebody because I guess the paper's like the Chicago Telegraph.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's like, you don't know that that's a paper.
Yes,
and you're just like... Why did that character blow a guy?
That's a weird.
Telegraph.
That's a weird form of phone sex.
There's
How'd they even
telegraph
do that? Did he blow him over telegraph?
He blew Telegraph sound. That'd be a cool like app.
Telegraph blow?
No, for kitten. Yeah, because all apps are long and wordy.
Telly blow.
No, Telegraph.
Yeah. What about it?
It's a name for an app.
Oh, okay.
I just go to Silicon Valley. It's a name for an app.
Revolutionary.
Any of you could use it.
Just take it.
I just wanted to come here to meet you all.
I'm
honestly.
just happy to be here.
I heard that there's like a thing that you like tell them what temperature you like, and every room you go into it makes it that temperature. But
That's
then what
cool.
if it's two people?
Do they meet in the middle?
They meet in the middle.
Is there like a social credit system and whoever's more likable?
I'll be
it's
honest,
there?
I didn't hear that about these offices. It was on a disc about Bill Gates' home I had in 1998 that came with some free trial software.
I watched it every day.
I watched it a lot.
It was so cool.
Okay, I'll be honest. It was my brother's, and he didn't let me watch it.
But
he did tell me facts about it.
Listen, I'm coming clear.
It wasn't just the temperature; it changed the art on the walls.
Yeah, sometimes you're in a mood.
How are you gonna meet in the middle on that, fuckhead? How are you gonna average out art preferences? Oh, you have an AI that can do that?
Well, did you have it back then?
They didn't when that disc came out. They didn't even have Commander Keen.
Oh.
No, I was a big fan of you get a game disc and you're like, hell yeah, Waffle Commander.
Oh yeah,
guy.
yeah. There was a Captain Crunch game that I played a lot of.
What was that game? Eat the Captain Crunch.
You had to eat all the Captain
Eat
Crunch.
the Captain Crunch before Dad gets involved.
No, it came with some cereal. It came with I don't know what it came with. I don't know what the Captain Crunch game actually came with. I think it came with the life.
I think it came with my dad's Milwaukee buzzsaw. Milwaukee brand buzzsaw. I couldn't think of Husqvarna.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Is that a game or?
That's a better brand of saw that I was trying to think of, but I settled for the more confusing Milwaukee brand.
Now you created a little captain. You made yourself a little captain.
Oh.
You know, you get to pick the outfit.
We're sailing the high sea,
and then you walk around and you eat Captain Crunch and jump around.
In the game?
Yeah, side scroller type thing.
Oh, okay.
So you're trying, like their version of coins was eating Captain Crunch.
Whoa.
Yeah. And that's the sound it made.
You think?
You brought back some fond memories.
Did your mom ever hear you playing in the other room and was like, Eric, you're spoiling? Oh, you're playing a game.
You're playing a game.
I thought you were eating individual Captain Crunches while typing.
I don't know what you kids are into.
I thought you were explain you're using the desktop computer while eating one at a time.
I had a few games for the computer. We always had a shitty computer, so it was never like, you can't be, you couldn't, there weren't really a lot I could do.
You're like, I can only do level 1 of Word Muncher.
Then the computer starts steaming.
Math Blaster. Fuck, it's double digits. Turn it off.
Yeah, there was no game I could really play.
No game.
Except I had no game.
Yeah.
I had no game, and I had no game.
That was my problem. Everyone's all like, oh, this is like that thing from Homestar Runner. And then I'm like, oh, I know Homestar Runner. It's that website where everything is still. And there's no audio.
There's no audio, no video.
And then a thing pops up that says, Flash is not working.
Flash will never work.
And then your dad goes, don't download anything. Why are you downloading stuff? What is Flash? Get out of there. And then he makes me leave the seat.
Get out of the chair.
I love that website.
That website's so much fun.
I still have never seen a Homestar Runner.
You should, man.
I don't even know what it is.
You should, man. It's great.
Someone compared me to someone from it, and I was like, oh, that's not possible. That's impossible.
Oh, my
It
God.
can only be like a thing. Here's my question. You know all these comics are posting clips of stand-up?
Yeah. They're blowing up.
But they're not telling anybody. It's not like you're telling the audience that. I'm going to be filming.
Yeah, it's true.
So if I'm at any of these shows, I'm a copyright strike them.
Oh, you should.
I'm going to say no, I didn't consent.
And make sure they get their whole channel deleted. Really ruin their momentum.
They'll be like, this guy's trying to delete my channel just because he laughed in the video. I'll go, I didn't laugh.
I didn't laugh.
Your shit sucks.
But that is the back of my head.
And then I get, thank God you said that. I was going to say, and then the judge goes, so you're not on the video.
I'm right there, shaking my head from left to right with my arm. You can see my arms.
I'm the guy
across.
loudly texting.
I turned the keyboard back on.
I read while I type. I go, if I was.
If I were you, I would stay home.
Yeah.
This show sucks.
Exactly.
Fuck this dumb woman.
I'd be at home watching Dan Alton's Lewis and Clark documentary called Lewis and Clark, West Friends Forever.
Jesus Christ. There we go. What a great way to end.